some people have the microwavable mindset, and then some people they just don't want to learn. They just want somebody to, like you said, just take over and do everything for them. Some people are just so lazy that they want somebody else to have the wheel in the car of their life. Like they want somebody to take control and do things for them.
What are you doing today that makes you better than the person you were yesterday? That is part of the Ascension brand. That is the motto, the heart of what we stand for. When I pass away, I want people to know. I want people to remember me, not for the time that I spent on this planet, but for the things that I have done to contribute to society. My mama raised a loser, but I broke the chains. I wasn't made to be a player.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dirty Trunk Podcast, where the elephant is always welcome. It is me, your boy Marcus Morton. I always say with me is the Aaron Mack, and we are back into the lab.
Back into the lab. I love it. Let me check one thing first, my dude. I gotta make sure that we got enough space to even do this, because I don't remember what computer I was on last time when I was recording and it ran out of space on me. That was yeah, so like, we're trying to make sure that don't happen again. But yeah, man. First of all, you know, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dirty Trump Podcast, the earliest podcast that we have ever done in the history of Dirty Trump podcastness. I got to ask, bro, like, you know, so you know I'm up already. Like I've been up since like 3:45 this morning. I was up before I set the alarm at 4:00, and I've been up since before the alarm. Like that's a normal thing for me, Mark. I gotta ask, bro, like, because when you said 5:30, how about 5:30? I was like,
oh, I can't wait.
I can't wait. I got to see this. Like, so what made you decide that 5:30 was a good time to start this podcast today of all days? I got to know.
Apparently I got stuff to do today. It's not technically stuff that's connected to me, but it's kind of connected to me. So apparently that's gonna take an all day thing today. We're gonna be pretty busy today. So I was like, all right, we can knock it out early. So I was like, I don't mind doing that. So yeah.
So everybody in the house is up, is what you're saying?
No, just me. Got a busy day today, but I'm up.
Yeah, that's usually how it is. So yeah, so pretty much you ain't gonna be available for the rest of the day. During normal working hours, you're not gonna be available. Got it. That's crazy. Well, I guess it's a good thing you ain't like me and yell at the microphone a lot. So it's yeah, because Alyssa is up. So I mean, yeah. So I was a little worried about that, but she was like, "Yeah, I'll be up." I was like, "All right, cool." So I don't have to feel bad about yelling. Let's get it. All right, man. It sounds like the whole squad is going to be in attendance at RDU for at the Raleigh Convention Center for GalaxyCon Raleigh. That's good to hear. That's actually pretty exciting, because like I get to be on full display. The whole squad can get there. Like I would love a situation where all of us get to stand in front of the table and like take a picture or whatnot. Like I would love that. I would love to have that happen, man. And just kind of like have you guys try to drum up some attention and maybe like hand out my business cards as y'all walk around the joint. Like I would love that. That would be dope, just to kind of like pass the word up, because like once again, I say that a win for one of us is a win for all of us, and like I don't know how much I can stress that, because like everything that comes back to me comes back to everybody. However, I would like to say that the preparation for this thing, man, I thought it was just going to be like, I get you a few copies of the book and like go ahead and then just like and just show up. But bro, like this thing it has been weighing on us heavy, bro.
Come on.
Heavy, dog. We have spent over $1,000 on just like stuff alone just to get there. And like we took a hit. We took a hit financially just to get there. And it made me realize, like, yo, first of all, you've been here before. Like, I've done this numerous of times with somebody else's product, and now you finally going in with your own product, and I'm like looking at it like, yo, it feels strange because I never thought I would be here. Hey. Like, I never thought I would be here, bro. Like, I never thought that I'll be looking at the sign joint with my face on is like. Like Alyssa said on Facebook, full HD. He in full HD now. I never thought that I would be looking at that with my face on it again. Like I printed one of those bad boys out like years ago, and it was on some stuff where like I was like advertising somebody else joint. I felt like the dude from the Subway commercial, like you advertising somebody else, boy, like you ain't even got nothing of your own. Like I put my face on it next to somebody else, like holding somebody else's product, and I went to go do a convention and a trade show with somebody else's product, and like it was a kind of a bad experience. So because of that bad experience, I kind of took a negative mindset away from it, and now we're going back in doing the same exact thing, the same exact business model with a completely different product that belongs to AMG. Like, yo, and it feels amazing, Mark. Like I never thought that I would be the person to get a shipment of books. I never thought. I never thought
own books.
I would be the person to get a shipment of books, but here we are. I get a box from Amazon that's like this big and this tall, and with heavy stickers on all 6 sides of the box. And like I pick it up and I'm like, ooh, this is real. This is real. Like, yo, like it's. And it was a little video on online of me opening the box, and that was a real reaction, bro. Like I was holding back tears because like, yo, most people they talk about they talk about the dream. They talk about their dreams, their goals, their aspirations, and they never see it through. And they never see it through, man. Like, and it's crazy that this experience is happening, man. And I can't wait for it. Like, it's works, man.
Yeah,
works.
That's awesome. That is awesome. We might get a little heat for comparing these two things, but like, when you manifest your dreams or like when you make your dreams come through, that's just like producing a child. Like that's your baby, or your hard work, your love, sweat, and tears is being put in a little bundle, and you make it a reality. You make it this living, breathing thing that's gonna grow or just be here for like years on times. Like you said in an earlier podcast, like once you put that information out there, where it be the internet, bookstores, anywhere, whatever like that, it's gonna live probably longer than you. It's probably gonna outlive you
forever. Like my boy Damian Priest, live forever. For all my wrestling fans out there.
And like that's something magical. Like you produce something, and then like your kids might read it, your kids might read it, and then for somebody else, generations, they're gonna read it.
I didn't even think of that, Mark.
Like that's something to behold. That's something to
I didn't even think about that, Mark. Like future generations, like show their kids like a book, like a copy of the Gem State Siege, and be like, this is why our family is successful right here. Like, this is why our family is successful. This is where we came from. Like, I can imagine the success stories like this book here sold this many copies and it led to an empire. Like that would be amazing, man. That's why I got to keep writing. But boy, is that hard.
But I mean, it's worth it though. Putting in the hard work now, so you can kind of coast later, or like it'll get easier down the line.
Yeah.
And a lot of people kind of they don't see that process, or they don't, I guess, don't like to get to that process for some strange reason. Because I was trying to get, I was looking at, going through my Credit Karma or whatever, looking for some cards, and I was just like reading the reviews to kind of get an understanding of like what card would be best for my personal use, and like some other stuff, and some of the cards had bad reviews or whatever, and I was sitting there reading through the reviews, and it was like they were good cards. Like Credit Karma does its due diligence to put the perfect card, or put a card that kind of goes with your whatever, your credit score, credit limit, all that other stuff. And these cards that had bad reviews, they were like they weren't really bad reviews. They were stuff that happens when you get the card or whatever. One of the reviews was like, I got the card or whatever, and I had a hard inquiry on my account, and I lost like 10 points or whatever. And I'm just like, that happens. That happens trying to get a card that you might not even get. I've been through that. And I was just like, yeah, they solve. Like, how are you getting mad about it?
It's news, everybody. Process. Water is wet, just in case you didn't know. Like, what? What? Whoa. First of all, my thought process on that, when you said somebody put a bad review on a credit card, my dude. A credit card?
A credit card.
Like, yes. Bruh, like what, you get a credit limit, you swipe it, you got a balance, you pay your balance down, game over.
That's it.
Like, what is the bad review about? First of all, bro, like what? Oh, hey, shout out to that segue. That was fucking dope right there. Like, but yeah, I'm glad to hear that you getting serious about the credit thing, man. I wish at your age I was taking it serious, man, because I think around your age, man, I was fighting to get my car back when it got repossessed from me, man. So it's good to know that you are in a better money mindset than I was at the age of 25, bro. Like that's amazing to see right there. Because it took me way too long to get to the knowledge that I'm at now. And like what we just talking about putting in the work, bro. Like it didn't take like years of schooling for me to get to the knowledge that I'm at now, bro. All it took was me to diligently go out and try to find the information. And when I'm hearing about these people who the people who putting up negative reviews of a credit card, of all things, I'm being real. Like, yo, if you had read the stuff that you put your signature on, you would have already knew that was going to happen anyway.
Yeah, because I was like, they tell you that. Well, I don't know if it's Credit Karma doing their research and putting the information on there, but like they gave you like a list. All right, this is your annual pay rate. These are the fees that you might or might not have to pay. Down here, your APR is going to vary depending on like basically the relationship you have with the card. Like if you're spending a little bit too much over here and not paying it back on time, that might either go up or go down. And I'm just like, it gave pretty straightforward information. I read everything and knew, exactly what's going to happen later down the line. So what happened?
Like what's your hang up? Like you looked at the information, passed through it, and then you got mad because what the information said was going to happen. You didn't read the instructions.
Probably not.
You didn't read the instructions. That's what happened. You skipped past the instructions. You machoed the joint. You clicked your way through, and you was just like, all right, whatever comes. Like you thought you was just gonna get a credit card, and then some other stuff happened. But see, that's the thing. Like, yo, for real, I got a question, right? And I want you to try to answer the question. But it's something that I really, really would like to know. And we all know the school don't teach nothing about credit. Your parents don't teach you nothing about credit. Most of the time, it depends on what environment you come from. My parents ain't never teach me nothing about credit. But if credit is such an important part of wealth, right?
Mm-hmm.
If credit is such an important part of wealth, why is it that we make decisions for our credit with no knowledge on how credit works? Why is it that we continue going into spaces where we continue making big purchases with credit? We continue risking our lives with credit and trying to barter things off with credit with no real knowledge about credit?
I mean, it can be a number of things that we've kind of already talked about. Like you said, the environment. I didn't get like a in-depth speech about credit or nothing like that. I've kind of gotten like a crash course of like what credit can be and how to build it. It's like, find a place where you can, get some furniture, get something small like a lamp or something, and then, pay it off at month, during like monthly increments. Same thing with a credit card.
Bro, whoever told you that probably need to go to jail, bro. That's criminal That's criminal advice, bro.
What you mean?
First of all, I'll let you finish. I'm gonna get into that in a second, bro. Hold on. Hold that thought.
Get you like a starter card or a credit card or whatever. Don't go over, like a certain amount. I think it's like 10 or 20% of like your max limit or something. Like don't go beyond that and just pay it off over time or whatever. That's about all the knowledge that I've gotten. So, everything else was just stuff that I looked up or researched.
I'll pull up the credit usage categories on Credit Karma real quick because just in case somebody might be listening to this and don't know what, like, there's like a credit usage a credit utilization on your credit card. Just in case there's somebody who don't know, I'll just go ahead and pull that up real quick and talk about that. But I wanted to get into what you just said about the buying furniture joint, bro. Like, and this is the point. This is the thing I'm talking about. Where people just like, and no shade to the person who told you that, because it could have been a close family member who I just like opted in to talk shit about right quick. But I don't want to necessarily make it like too negative. But where is it at? The furniture shops, bro. And not even just the furniture shops, but you like see things like the what is it, the title loan places, the furniture shops and all this. You got the online joints, Finger Hut. You got and some other joints like out there that kind of follow the same premise, like the premise of payments and renting to own and things like that. But like, yo, I checked out Rent-A-Center one time, bro. And Rent-A-Center, have you looked at the Rent-A-Center interest rates?
I have not.
And remember, I asked you the question, right? Like, we seen a Rent-A-Center truck in my old apartment complex, right? Or was it an Aaron's truck? I don't remember what it was, but one day we saw one of those big box furniture joints, the rent my stuff to own it kind of situation. We saw one of those trucks out in the hood. And the question I asked you, I don't know if you remember, but I asked the question, why is it that we never see one of these trucks in the gated community?
Ooh.
And it's a real question. It's a real question. You can try to find it all you want, but I'm telling you, Ma, when they send out advertisements in the mail, when Aaron's send out advertisement in the mail, not me. Aaron's the furniture store. When they send out advertisements in the mail, Ma, they know their target audience, bro.
Yeah.
They know their target audience. They know who gonna come in and be like, all right, and they know and not only do they know their target audience, Ma, but they got a different check this out. They got a different piece of media depending on what location they send it to, bro.
Stop.
Dead serious, bro. They got a different piece of material depending on what neighborhoods they send it to of what they advertise. So they're gonna send it to the apartment complexes and put the biggest TV screen on there with the lowest price cut on the quote unquote price cut for anybody who's listening. They're gonna put all of the enticing information on the front of it, just so they can drag you in there. So the reason I bought them up, man, because I was watching a commercial one day for Rent-A-Center, bro, and oh man, it was disgusting. Like, you know, Rent-A-Center commercials, everything is big, like big TVs, big radios, sofas, like bedroom sets, all this stuff. Like they show it front and center, but you know what they don't show front and center? Their terms and conditions. Terms and conditions show up in the bottom center of the screen at the very end of the commercial in like a split second. It don't even show up for a whole second, bruh. Thank God for DVR. Thank God for DVR, bruh. Dog, I looked at that thing, man, and I read it, and it was back in the day, man, when I was first starting to come into this mindset of knowing your money, and making money work for you. I looked at that thing, man, and I read it, and they said their interest rates, bro, is from 24%.
Oh,
Lord. Not 24% point blank. From 24%, bro.
Oh.
Dog, do you know this company is out here charging people up to 50% interest rate on the things that people buy, depending on your credit?
50%. That's a whole nother a product. Some for
bruh. I'm telling you, dog. Like, and then they trip you, right? Because they like, if you pay it off in this many months, it's no interest, no down payment, no interest for this many months. They trick you when they say that. And it catches so many people. Oh, I can get this today with no payment, and I don't got to pay for it until dead, bro. Dead. So when I asked that question, why is it so many people who make decisions based off of from credit? They make credit-based decisions with no credit-based knowledge. Because you got the same people out here buying cars too. And companies are making bank off of you because you are leasing something or renting something or financing something, and they're eating off of your interest.
Yep.
And because you don't know anything about finances, because you don't know anything about credit, you went out and bought a car, and you were like, okay, this car $20,000. All right, cool. 2 years later, okay, let me trade up this car because the new one just came out. All right, so now you got about $10,000 in negative equity going into the new car. Now you at $30,000. Then you do it again 2 years later, and you like, okay, it is what it is because, you know, no money down. I traded a car in and whatever not, and now all of a sudden you got a whole a car note for $400, $500, $600 for a car that ain't even worth $20.
Oh,
and then it hit you because your because your knowledge about credit is so low, they raise your interest rate because your credit is low, because you ain't know nothing about credit. And it's not like this is like game changing information, ma. When I went into this, man, I was like, yo, this is overwhelming. This is overwhelming. All this knowledge about credit is overwhelming. But I went into it thinking that when I had no knowledge about credit. Once I realized, I'm like, yo, that's all? That's how they getting us? That's how they winning? They just make sure we don't know nothing about this, and then they eat off the interest? Bro, what? You gotta be kidding me, man. Shame. Shame. It's a damn shame, bro. And so many people, man, they fall for these traps, bro. And you got the title loan, the checking the cash people, man. They eating off of people who can't pay their bills. They just eating off people who can't pay their bills. You get a quick loan to consolidate your and you see the commercials, Ma. Do you have credit card payments, like so much credit card payments or whatever? You can consolidate your credit card payments into such and such, because if it gets overwhelming, you can consolidate it and get a low payment, bro. Like, for real. Let me tell you about that. I read into that one day, man, and this one lady had 10 credit card payments, and she was she thought she was going to have to file for bankruptcy because of some other stuff, and she was going to be behind on those 10 credit card payments. So she bundled them up and consolidated her credit card payments. And it was like, okay, I was paying this much in credit card payments at first, and now I'm paying this low number. Mark, they give you a whole term for that, bro. They cash you out for a whole term for that, bro. I'm talking 5-year, 10-year, 30-year, bro. They go ahead and do it all, and they mark interest on that too, bro.
What? Hold on.
bro, they mark interest on that too, Mark.
Just when you think like something is trying to help, it turns around and does that. And like you said, it trips up the people that. All right, come on, camera. Why are you doing this to me? It trips up the people that are lacking in knowledge, and it could be easily, avoided or easily, put on the right track if the people just had the knowledge. If people suck out or seek out just to get just a basic, understanding of what's going on with like how things work, how the money is being shared, how is it being given to me, because nothing's gonna just give you like this big lonesome amount of money just for the free, just for your benefit. They gotta make money in return somehow. So some way, some form, you're gonna give that money back, or a fraction of that money back.
You're gonna give it back tenfold.
You're gonna give a little bit more than just a fraction. Your fraction gonna be a improper fraction. It's gonna be like a big 20 up top and then a little 4 at the bottom. That's how that's gonna look. But just the basics that people just like, all right, I'll learn as I'll go, or I'll figure something out, later or something, or I'll just keep seeking out these companies, and that's how I'm gonna do it. I'm just like, nah, that's not gonna work.
Right.
That is crazy.
And then you see it, bro. Like so many people, they put all of their energy into saving, right? Like you got a lot of people who put a lot of energy into saving, but while at the same time they're saving, they're also messing up on that front as well. So they're also paying into the credit card loans and whatever. They got a whole bunch of stuff that's that could destroy their credit if they miss a payment. They got a whole bunch of checking the cash kind of situations going on, but you saving though. But you saving. I want people to understand, like, if you're listening to this, you got to get out of the habit of letting someone else take care of your money.
Ooh.
Because that's all it is.
Yeah.
You looking for somebody to take care of your money because you don't know about money. When I had a low credit score, when we started this podcast from episode 1, Mark, I had a 500 credit score, bro. From episode 1, I had a 500 credit score.
Come on.
By the time we got to what episode was that? Episode 40 something, like 40 something. I was back up to 700, bro. Why? Because I found out what I needed to do. I found out the information. I understood what I needed to do. I calculated the things that I needed to do to make it happen, bro, and I did it. I put in the work to make it happen. I didn't go around the world and and pay somebody to do it. And bro, you got you got a whole network marketing company out here trying to tell folks that they can get you involved in a class or involved in some kind of system to help you fix your credit. Bro, you don't need that. All you need to do is pay your bills and stop creating bills on the back end. Because what people don't realize, bro. And you talked about the hard inquiry thing. Like, folks was pissed because they got the hard inquiry, bro. Like, dog, I bought this house and my credit dropped when I bought the house.
Right. It's a fluctuating process.
It is what it is.
That too. And if people would just, take time out to learn the process, they would be in a whole better state of mind, whole better situation. But like we said before, people they got that microwave mindset where, all right, I wanna just get this, and basically, I mean, it ain't even
JG Wentworth, Mark. JG Wentworth, go ahead, go there.
Some people have the microwavable mindset, and then some people they just don't want to learn. They just want somebody to, like you said, just take over and do everything for them. Some people are just so lazy that they want somebody else to have the wheel in the car of their life. Like they want somebody to take control and do things for them. And like you said, like it didn't take you what? Yeah, that was like less. That was probably less than a year, right?
Less than a year.
Less than a year, and you got your credit up into like is that preferred? 700 is preferred, right?
It's usually like 640.
640 is preferred.
Yeah, 640 is good. From like good, and like great credit is like 780 or something like that. I want to say.
I'm close to 810. I think the max is 810.
It goes up a little higher. I think. Really? Oh. Yeah. Alyssa at one point was higher than 810. Oh. Yeah, but that was before we started investing in a whole bunch of business related items and stuff like that. But bro, I want to throw a monkey wrench in something that you just said, right? Because you said that people, they want to give control to somebody else. And I don't necessarily agree with that, Mark. People, I feel like people, they feel like they have to. And if you think about it, bro, we not in a system. Let's be real. We not in a system that promotes integrity.
That's true. Yeah.
And we already said it, like, yo, like a company would draw you in knowing that you ain't got no money and knowing that you ain't got no knowledge about money, and tell you that you can walk away with this big screen TV that you want in your living room because we know you about to have this party on Memorial Day, so you can walk away with this TV with $0 down, and you don't have to make a payment for 24 months, and then once you get hit with those payments, 24% financing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all legal. It's all legal, bruh. Like I said, like we are in a system. We're not in a system that promotes integrity. And people, they feel like they had to get that control up because the system, though it doesn't promote integrity, it also doesn't promote the knowledge of it. Right. You know what I mean? So, and because it doesn't promote the knowledge of it, it literally puts people in a situation where they like, yo, I gotta go to school for this, right? In order to understand it. Obviously, my school didn't teach it, so obviously it's too late for me to understand how that worked. So if I don't understand how it worked, then I need to pay the expert, because the expert came to me also with no integrity. The expert came to me knowing that I don't know nothing about money. These companies, it's symbiosis, bro. And people don't, and I need y'all to understand that it's symbiosis, because one company gets the money out of you, one company guarantees that the money is going to come back, and another company guarantees that the money is going to be lower payments, so you can expend your money, all while they go back and bring that money right back into them. I need y'all to understand that the system that you in, it doesn't promote growth. It doesn't. You got to get that on your own. You got to understand the money on your own. You got to understand how money works on your own, because if it didn't happen in your household when you was growing up as a kid, it is what it is. But you can't use that as an excuse for the future. I need you to understand that the companies out here, they are going to capitalize on the fact that you don't know. And if you never read the fine print, the terms and conditions, hey, bro, they say read everything. Everything that you put your signature on. But when you buy, and Amak, you might have seen this already. You may have seen this already. At the time that they give you the papers to put your signature on, do you know what the environment feels like? It's pressure, bro. It's pressure. At the time when you about to put your signature down, they pressure you. Yeah, this is the right move. Yeah. Go ahead, do that. Yeah. We get you everything that you need. We get you everything you need. Go ahead and sign. Go ahead and sign. They pressure you to sign it without reading what you're about to sign.
That brought me back to a post on Facebook, a little meme. There was like the most lied about, or the most thing that's untrue or whatever, and it's the question that they give you after everything you download, everything you trying to get in life. Have you read the terms and agreements? And everybody just goes ahead and click that. Yep.
The most
certainly have.
Oh man, that is hilarious. And the same thing goes for like the social media stuff. How people was pissed off at Facebook for violating their personal space or whatever, but you gave Facebook that, you allowed it with the terms and agreements, and that's how they won the case that they had against them. But you know, we put a box there that people checked it off. They said they read it. Oh man, that's crazy, bro. It's crazy, man. I struggle with people sometimes, man, because like folks, like I don't understand. Like if you don't know about money, bro, why it take you to get to like the worst financial situation of your entire life in order to understand that you need to make a move, bro? I don't get that. I don't get that. You see a problem in your entire life, but it takes a situation that brings you to the point of no return where you like, yo, I got to do something.
I mean, do they really see it? Just like we talked about, man. They put those blinders off. They see a goal, and every obstacle it's not even there. But yet you tripping over it. You trying to get your credit up, but you tripping over the small things. You're tripping over hard inquiries. You're tripping over for some reason, even though you got this credit card, you're making purchases that you can't pay back. Yes, it's a credit card. Yes, you get a certain amount, but you have to give that money back. Yeah. And sometimes it's a little bit more than what you spent. Yeah. So, you got to create I guess like a safe balance of where, or not even a safe balance, just spend responsibly. Most of the cards that I was reading, it was like, hey, this is a secured card. And, even though you're getting this much, spend responsibly. Right. I'm pretty sure they probably should have put that in a little bit more of put like an italic on it and like put it in bold letters, like spend responsibly.
Yeah, do that.
Because like, I don't know what it is. Like when we get a large amount of money, we're just like, just small things that like, oh, we need this. No, you don't need it. You want it. There's difference. Like buying groceries. Get the bare minimum. Get what you need for that 2 week period, that week period, or like the month, or however you do groceries. Probably the 2 week period is best, because like you buy it for like the whole month. It's no guarantee that your stuff gonna be still good by the end of the month.
Right.
But just being responsible in general over the choices you make in life, it goes a long way. It helps you better yourself. I was reading the seven pillars of success. And basically every pillar is about basically responsibility. Mm-hmm. Waking up on time, taking time out for yourself, meditating, when drinking water, just being responsible in general can help a long way with like the things that we go through in life. It puts you in a better mindset, puts you in a better headspace to make like those hard decisions and whatnot. And you just get a better understanding of like the trials, the obstacles that pop up. And I'm like, I don't understand how people like fall short over that.
Yeah, because they like, hey, you were talking about the like people tripping over hard inquiries, bro. Like, those those reviews that you were talking about, like they were based off of the fact that I got this credit card and it said that it was going to help my credit, but my credit score dropped 10 points. So how is it going to help? But I'm looking at the breakdown right now, right? And I'm like, I pulled up Credit Karma. Like anybody who listening to this, y'all, you can download Credit Karma and it's fucking free, dog. Like you ain't got to pay. You ain't got to pay nothing. And if, I'm gonna be real with you, Credit Karma was how I fixed my credit.
Exactly.
Because you can't, if you don't know the number, you can't fix the number, bro. And some people scared to look at it because they like, yo, I come from a bad neighborhood. I know my credit bad. Or they like, you was a year ago, Mark, and they like, yo, I ain't got no established credit. I know it's bad. I know I can't get nothing. So fuck it. I ain't gonna have nothing. But then they still find themselves at errands anyway. I don't understand how that works. But I think the feeling of I ain't got no credit or I got bad credit is what sends people to those places. I think that's what it is. So I highly encourage you guys to download Credit Karma if you haven't already, to make sure that you got an eye on, at least got an eye on what you're supposed to be working on. So I'm looking at Credit Karma's breakdown, right? And this is not Credit Karma's breakdown. This is the breakdown of credit itself. So we all know that excuse me. We all know that there's a 0 to 100. 0% is nothing. 100% is full capacity. So your credit is broken up into 6 categories. 6 categories. You have 2 low impact categories. You have 1 medium impact category, and you have 3 high impact categories. Right. So the first one, the lowest of low, hard inquiries, it's worth 5% of your credit.
Yes.
5%. All right. Second one is total number of accounts. Also low impact. 5%. Or I think it's like 7 or whatever. Somewhere it's like real low number. It's like something point something maybe. And then you have a medium impact, which is age of credit history. Age of credit history is something that everybody screws up. It's always going to be bad. I promise you it is. Every time you open a credit card, that bitch go back to 0. So it is what it is. It's low for that reason. Then you have derogatory marks. Derogatory marks is, what do you think a derogatory mark is?
Probably like what, mispayment or like
somebody had to call collections on you, send your shit to collections or whatever, stuff like that. 25%. Payment history, also the same thing, pretty much 25%. The top one that everybody screws up is credit card utilization. 25% of your credit. Bless you. 25% of your credit is based off of credit card utilization, bro. And some people, they like, all right, if my credit, and I've been here, always thought, Mark, that if you had credit cards, as long as you pay them jokers, as long as you pay the bills and whatever, bruh, you good. I used to think that as long as you pay your bills, you good. That's what I thought, Mark. I'm gonna be real. That's what I thought. I ain't know that if you max your credit card out in the first month that you get it, that's bad on your credit.
Oh, okay.
I ain't know that if you keep that joint at 90% of its use, that it's a problem. I ain't know. I didn't know. My credit score being low was a full result of credit card utilization, bro. And once I figured that out, oh, bro, I was good. I was like, oh, that's all? I just got to pay extra and stop spending it? Bro, the credit cards were already, bro, I let them jokers expire, and I ain't even touch them jokers. But I was just paying the minimum. And I was looking at it, I was like, yo, for real? That's all I got to do is just get that number down and my credit to go up, bro. Once I started paying that joint down, bro, it was game over. Credit score shot up like 100 points, like over 100 points in like 3, 4, 5 months, bro. And I can show like my graph because it still go back a little like far enough to show that I was down at one point, and then that green arrow went up.
Okay. I like how you put that green arrow in there.
I was hoping you catch that. But all right, so credit card utilization. So credit utilization. 0 to 9%, 10 to 29%, 30 to 49%, and 30 to 49 is like yellow. And the first two are both green. You get orange at 50 to 74%, and you red at 75 plus.
Yeah.
So if you got a 500 credit limit, and you spent $375, you in the red. And some people don't understand that, bro. Some people don't understand that. And these loan shark places, bro, like Aaron's and renter centers and things like that. If you in the Richmond metro area, the R&R tires and the rim times, like, yeah, those places, bro, you miss a payment from them, bro, they sending your shit to collections the next day. They don't even bother to call you and ask about it. They send you to collections the next day. Speaking from experience, bro. And when they give you an interest rate, bro, the interest rate is never worth the thing that you're paying for. I swear to God, when I bought rims for the last time I ever bought rims in my life, I swear to God, when I bought rims, I had 20-inch rims from Rim Time, bro. I swear to God, I spent like 3 years paying for them, bro. I'm just being real. I bought rims and 4 tires, financed it all, and they got your boy with the 0% down. And I paid something down anyway. I paid $500 down, and it still felt like I was paying them for years, bro. I only owed them $600, bro. It felt like I financed for like a whole 3 years of my life.
Come on,
because of the interest rate, man.
That's wild. That is wild. Yep. Spend responsibly, people. Spend responsibly. Oh, and we've been saying it the entire podcast. Like, get the knowledge. Everything you do is gonna be like some type of process.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen right away. You're not gonna get this, large amount of success, this large amount of money, and the next week and the next month that you get these cards or you start something. Trust the process, know the process, and just do it. All it takes is you to learn what you need to do and then do it. Like you said, once you learned how things work, how the cards worked, how the system works on them giving you money and you having to pay it back. Once you got an understanding of it, it was golden. It was a cakewalk afterwards. You might have struggled here and there. I don't know the personal process, but you got it straight. You learned, you applied what you learned, and you did it. That's all it is.
Personal process was irresponsibility. Is the answer to that? It was irresponsibility.
Irresponsibility. And we people, y'all gotta stop being irresponsible. Like, it's nothing to just go on YouTube, get Credit Karma, and learn these things. The information is out there. People put it out there for free. Some might charge. Be careful with the people that might.
Some give it out for free. Here it is. Here it is, right here. Yeah, some give it out for free.
Right.
Oh, by the way, Credit Karma did not sponsor this episode, by the way. We are not sponsored by Credit Karma. I just highly advise people with the lack of knowledge on money to go get Credit Karma because that's what helped me.
It helps. Yes, it helps.
I didn't join a network marketing company that specializes in fixing credit. I didn't let anybody come to me with false promises on how to build my credit, or I didn't pay some sketchy company that's based out of fucking Norway to like I don't know. I just had to think of somebody. I ain't paying some sketchy company to come in and fix my credit. I ain't do none of that, bro. I got on Credit Karma and I looked at it. I saw the problem and I was like, all right, I got to reverse the problem. So go in. I strongly advise you get something that show you where you messing up at, and that's where you start at.
Facts, and there it is. That's a how you say that? Microcosm for life. Finding your mistakes, finding where you fall short at, and just fixing them. Take that time out to kind of look back, reflect, whatever you need to do, meditate on where you're messing up at, where you're fucking up at, and just get it straight. And just do it.
I didn't know where you were going with that, but I like that. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
So this has been the you got anything before?
I don't know. Have we been on for an hour yet? I don't really. We get a little worse at this every single time. Like the last joint was under an hour. I was like, I don't know how I feel about it, but I don't know.
I think we haven't made it to the hour yet because I think we started at like what?
It was like 5:40 something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we just shy of an hour. It's all good though. It's all good. Hey man, what's coming up for you, man? You got anything working in the process right now?
Not yet. Well, actually, not with video games. I got a whole bunch of other stuff that I'm trying to get back into, trying to get straight. But the video games is still coming. Still working hard on that. Somebody actually reached out to the question I put on one of the little groups that I follow on Facebook about, is there any like a a template I can follow, something I can follow that can, show me where I should be, progressional wise.
Yeah.
I did get some links and some videos, like where to find videos to where I could do that. Other stuff, trying to get this credit card or whatever, trying to get some work insurance, because your boy is flying unprotected from the so
oh boy, you had to wait until January 1st on that, bro.
Yeah,
but I'm wait till open enrollment season.
Just looking at my options, what I can get. So when it does open up, I'm just in and out.
Like a track star, run in.
Yes, sir. That's about it. About to start back these classes. That's about it, man.
Dope, man. Glad to hear that there's progress being made on all fronts, bro. Oh wait. Oh, I did like draw a little logo joint that I gotta run by you in a few minutes. I ain't gonna show it on the podcast because swagger jackals. But anyway, yeah, just something I'm working on for the Ascension universe, and I'm just like trying to put something tangible out there that's like other than the books. Just trying to create a whole new market. Got something exciting coming. I'll have it ready for the convention, but I'm working on something else in the process to kind of complement everything that we're doing on the content creation point, I guess. Yeah. So with that being said, man, I ain't got nothing else, bro. We can go ahead and end this thing here. And ladies and gentlemen, go ahead, close it out, man.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, like, follow, and share this video. Catch us on Spotify, all podcasting casting services. Help us help you guys. Just share the content, help us up our I don't even know what the word is for, but help us with the algorithm, so we can get this message in more faces and more ears. We do this for y'all peoples. Like we said, like, comment, and share. This has been a Dirty Trunk podcast, where the elephant is always welcome. I'm Marcus Morton. This is Aaron Mac.
And we will
heading out.
Love y'all. See y'all next week.